Toynado!
Hi, I'm Anthony. Once upon a time, I was new in town, had just started a new job, and the only friends I had were my new workmates and family members. And with me is a man who met me at a game store, shared my love of little plastic things, and showed me how to play the gentleman's game. It's Pete.
Ah yes, the gentleman's game. Only a few can really understand the rules and why we have it. But it's a must to the board game players.
Now, Pete, I really appreciate you putting this one on our schedule. It's not something we usually do. It's a game, and it's not from our childhood, but it is something that I hold very dear. And funnily enough, as the intro suggested, it's kind of how the two of us met.
And now we have a YouTube channel that now has 30 subscribers. 20 more when we're up to that 50. Whoop whoop!
Today, we're talking about HeroClix by WizKids. Do you mind if I just quickly explain what HeroClix essentially is? HeroClix are little miniatures based on comic book characters. The game's been going for about 20 years. It started with Marvel comic characters and DC comic characters and independent comic characters. So if you're a fan of Hellboy, you might be able to go back in time and pick up a Hellboy HeroClix. And each character has a dial underneath which shows you their stats. So it essentially gives you numbers for like movement, attack, defense, and the damage they can do. On the dial, over each of those stats, you'll also see colors. And boy, are there many colors now. So over the years, I've added to the different powers and abilities that each character has to try to make them more comic accurate and more fun to play. Did any of this make a difference when I started to play? Hell no. I like the look of the little characters, and they came with cards. And I love comics and cards, so it seemed perfect for me.
And this is part of the reason why only a few understand the gentleman's game. Because it's not really about the game.
As the years went on, they also added Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, Star Trek, and the Lone Ranger to their roster of things that they make HeroClix of. Why the Lone Ranger? So one player attacks another player, there are dice involved, and at the end of about 45 minutes, the person who has taken the most points is the winner. I know that's a very simplified version of the rules, but it's a lot of fun to play. Wouldn't you agree, Pete?
100%. The game was awesome. But what ruins a game is tournaments, to be honest. People like ourselves at the time who couldn't understand the colours, the rules, no matter how many years they played. Competition got harder and harder, more people joined. The love was gone, people. The love was gone. Although it did take me about 8 years to realise that. But anyway, gentleman's game.
Now, Pete, as you know, I'm just showing off the regular size HeroClix. You've got something special to show us. The original and the best.
So what you see in front of you is Marvel HeroClix, done by WizKids, and this is the Sentinel. Marvel HeroClix Infinity Challenge. And this is one of the coolest models I've ever seen. I know it's for a top-down game, but I just saw a very cool action figure. And I won't lie, I bought like 4 of them. And my brother, who knew how to play the game, said, why don't waste your money? They're not that good in terms of battle. Didn't care. This was a piece of genius, a piece of art, and I thought it was so freaking cool. Look at the detail of the head and the eyes. Look at those bullet wounds on the armor. And, well, let's just enjoy what we're seeing. Oh, yeah.
When you were a player, Pete, what was your favourite part of the game? Was it the smell of opening a new packet? Was it the rush of winning a prize? Was it rolling those dice?
It was the gentleman's game. I must admit, that's what kept me going. When you're not good at a game and you keep losing, and then we have people sitting back that really have to wait for their brothers to win, you play a gentleman's game. That was the key. Where it's okay to make mistakes. Takebacks are welcomed. Rolling can easily be fun, especially when the dice rolls off the table. You get a 6 and it's still counted. They were the fun memories. The times that I shared. Bringing a gentleman's game to new eyes as well. New people. Gah, those were the days.
If you'd like to find out more about HeroClix, there's a YouTube show called Clicks on the Barbie that is really good. There is also Facebook pages like HeroClix Australia. You'll find lots of information, you'll hear lots of information, and they're generally a great bunch of people to just talk with and find out about the game. Big shout out and thanks to Chownrat for all the art for this episode.